Alright, so hello everyone, and hello again. It's been a while. I've been on summer vacation recently, and I've been at my mother's house, so internet quality is not as good, and I'm spending time with family, so that's why no new videos have been posted really in the last month or so. I think it's a month now. Anyways, this is just a short update to tell you guys what I'm up to, upcoming videos, and to show you a little little exchange of, well, no, a little conversation I had with another War Thunder player, a PlayStation player. But before any of that, just a shout out to a new sub, Jojo. Hi there, I did it. Happy. Just a guy from northern Britain that I play with every now and then. Met him via Frumius Mandy. So, hello, welcome to the channel, and yeah, see you around. So, that said, let's jump into the next little thingamabob I would like to do. That is the museum trip that I took to the Technikmuseum in Sinsheim in Germany. So, let's have a quick look at that. So, this week I traveled to a town called Sinsheim in, I believe it's on close to the border of Rheinland-Pfalz and Baden-Württemberg. I went to the Technische Museum Sinsheim. This is a museum that has, well, it's a technical museum, so it has stuff like farm equipment, aircraft, as you can see, Concorde and Tupolev, as well as a lot of stuff from the Second World War. And I was surprised to see that much stuff from the Germans, actually, because in my experience, really, you don't see much authentic World War II German equipment. This is here, the HE-111. I've never seen one in real life before now. So yeah, and then there's also shit like this. So, video with that coming soon, and you'll see it when you see it, really. So, that said, let's move on to that conversation I had with a player by the name of RockyJunk01, or RockJunkie01, sorry. So, it starts off by him messaging me after a game that I played with Jojo. I wanted to get some experience in my Yak 9, and he was working on T-34s, so I figured, hey, why not get a Yak 9 and just get a little bit of experience in it. And right after the game ended, Jojo and I were, talking a bit, and then I get a message. Holy fuck, or shit, or crap, or whatever the 4 stars were. Holy fuck, you're a scrub. And I reply, I don't want to. I don't really like fighting when it's not someone I know and they know that it's a joke. So I saw, neutrally, if you say so, Chief. Then he says, had to bring a fighter into a mixed RB for easy air kills, and then use the easiest fucking TV, and couldn't kill a Panzer III. You get fucking Scrub of the Day award. Hats off. I'm impressed. You also seem like the type to get easily butthurt. So I'm just going to address a few things here. First of all, yes, I brought a fighter into a mixed RB because you have a tank slot and two or 1 or 2 lives in your tank. Then you have an aircraft slot, and the aircraft can be whatever you want it to be. And that certain situation or scenario, I decided to take out my Yak 9. And yeah, it is pretty easy to get air kills in a Yak 9, but I need the experience to be able to get a Yak 3. And it turns out later on, I didn't really know who this was, because, don't really pay attention to names in game, unless it's someone on my team or someone I'm talking to. And it turns out I shot him right after he spawned. So, hey, I can understand a bit of his frustration, but this is still going pretty far. So I wrote back in regards to the SU-122 fail that I admit it was a horrible fail. I wrote, because of ranging issues. That was one of the first games I'd played in the 122 in realistic, so there's going to be a little getting used to, because, well, anyone who's played the SU-122 tank destroyer knows that the shell drop is insane. And so yeah, of course I couldn't get a kill because I couldn't get close enough before they killed me. And it's perfectly fine. Anyways, he writes after that. He says, still brought a fighter into mixed RB, still a scrub. Okay, so I'm trying not to be too direct, but I write back. Not really, lol. I'm just wondering why a PS player is taking the time to type all this out. You might be the one who easily gets butthurt, with a wink face, because, might as well poke him a little bit. And then I say, if you say so. Then he says, no, I got a keyboard plugged in. So, okay, alright, fair enough. Anyways, I always take a fighter and a bomber into RB. I choose to take the fighter this time. Like, I always have both a fighter and a bomber ready, in this case an IL-4 and a LAG-3. That way, in the battle itself, I can choose which one I want. Anyways, he says, no, you just wanted easy kills. I say, no, not at all. I just want to have a bit of fun with a mate, Jojo. And, when I'm playing with, Jojo or the Frumis Bandy, Rodru, Arcus, anybody really, I don't really care too much about kills unless it's a direct competition, like in arcade. And so, not at all. I just want to have a bit of fun with mate. Who cares about the kills? So I ask, because I still wasn't sure who it was. Which side were you on, if I may? He replies, Germans. Ah. Ah. I say, continuing about taking a fighter into a match. Denying the enemy the ability to bomb things is a totally legitimate tactic. Did I shoot you down? Because again, didn't really know who it was. And since he's German, might be the case. And that might explain why he was so, butthurt, I guess. And he says, yeah, you do. Yeah, you did. But the way Mix is set up is focused on the tanks, not the air. Everyone just jumps in planes for some extra points. Not totally legit tactic. And if that was the case, you would have went after the bombers taking out their bases, not a Stuka and a BF-109. Well, again, hey. Well, I'll read out what I wrote. I generally go tank, plane, tank. This time, I chose to take out a plane for shits and giggles. Because I decided to take out a plane right away doesn't make me a scrub. The objective of RB, in my opinion at least, is to assist your team as best as possible with limited resources you have. 2 tank lives, one or two tank lives, and a plane. I decided to shoot you down because, then I say the reasons. 1, you were in a bomber and pose a threat to my team because as a Stuka, you're a lot more accurate than, say, IL-4, for example. And 2, you were the first plane I came into contact with, because he was obviously the first in line. The next one would have been a Ju-88 followed by a 109. By the time I had shot him down, so by the time I shot the Stuka down, the 88 had already passed, and the 109 was the easiest target to engage. So, this time, this is what he writes. First of all, not all, Al, you have T physically click tank battles to get into a mixed match. You knew that full well when you were going to get some easy kills in your yak. Don't give me the bullshit about helping your team. You lie worse than Helen Keller on LSD. Don't really get that reference, but sure. Second of all, you're, he needs punctuation, getting more butthurt than a cheap hooker. You need to fucking rub some Vagisil on it and get over it. You're a scrub, deal with it. Okay. Kind of funny. I guess he has a pretty good sense of humor. But, again, I was in a squad together with Jojo, who wanted XP on his T-34, a tank. I also had tanks in the battle. I used my SU-122. However, I started in my yak, so, sure. Anyways, finally at the end I write, not really, lol, how my butt hurt. You come over as a whiny child whose ice cream has just been knocked out of its cone. I took my yak because I needed XP in it, and my mate needed his XP in his tanks. The truth. There's no great conspiracy here, lol. I mean, you're the one taking time to complain to me, not vice versa. And after about 10 minutes, he didn't respond, so, to finish it off, I said, well, assume you're done then. Fail troll is fail, because this couldn't have been anything else than a troll. I mean, come on now. Really? A PlayStation player who takes that much time to, I mean, come on now, really? Who does that? Like, even for a PC player, that's... Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because nobody ever types to me. And, I want some attention, too. Like, I love when people write to me because, hey, it's a lot of fun to, respond to people and, just converse with other players. But anyways, that was that. I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. And yeah, so that moves on to the final part of the video. Future projects. You guys saw footage from the Technique Museum, and I have a lot more saved up. A lot of it was taken on my iPad, and since I had no cameraman, I am not actually in it. I will probably be voicing over a lot of what what I saw and whatnot, including the exhibit level labeled Hetzer, which Roger had to so adamantly had to point out was actually a G13 Swiss version of the Hetzer. Fuck you, Roger, and yeah. If the label says another thing, come on. I am going to call it a Hetzer because if I were to talk to someone and just say, hey, there is a Jagdpanzer 38T over there, not everybody will know what it is right away. However, if I say there is a Hetzer, everyone will know exactly what I'm talking about, because in a lot of games it is labeled as the Hetzer, and the Hetzer is a lot funner to say than Jagdpanzer 38T, because you can say Hetzer's gonna Hetz, but you can't say Jagdpanzer 38T is gonna Jagdpanzer 38T. No, it doesn't work. It's not as fun. And hey, it's a colloquial name. We all know it by Hetzer. So let's leave it at that. So now that addressed, moving on. I'm also trying to upload more actual in-game footage. When I get home, because I'm at my mother's house at the moment, in Germany. I'm going home about a week from now. I will start recording actual gameplay footage together, or hopefully together with the Frumius Bandy and so on. However, he is going abroad for, I believe, a semester. So I don't know, how much footage I'll be able to get while he's gone. That said, no, let me just add on to that, because I enjoy playing with him. He is actually the person who introduced me to War Thunder, and I love playing with him. That said, however, I also love playing with people like Rod Drew, Sideways, Jojo, and so on. So there will definitely be more footage out after I get home. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Thanks for watching, I guess. If you watched to the end, thank you very much, and I will give you a... Well, no, that's a bit creepy. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys around. Bye-bye.